Hi, this is another demo of the surface flow component, and this one's going to go into more depth of how you might use it as an analysis tool. So this is another architecture project that I did, where a lot of thought was put into where the water flows over the surface. So this is that project. And you can see it's responding to all sorts of environmental factors like wind and sun, but also things like rain. So here the idea is that when it rains, the water would get kind of transferred down into these channels and create a kind of a larger pool to cool off the building in the summertime. So this is that pool, and kind of this is where that water is meant to go. I think that's all you need to know. It's a larger image of that. So let's see how we can analyze that. So here's my simulation. I've set it up, kind of divided up my surface into these points, and let's just run that. So here they're leaving a trail of their paths over time. So these would be kind of rain particles landing on kind of that position on the surface. And here we're getting to see how they flow down that surface. And in this case, I'm using a data recorder and a kill contain behavior to kill them off when they hit the kind of borders of this surface. But then I record that using the data recorder, and you can see that's being previewed in this different color. So let's just wait for this to finish. We can see there are still some particles that are making their way down. Alright, so now we have our analysis, and I'm just going to stop this thing from firing. And let's see what happens when we turn on our analysis. So in this case, this is an analysis of, pretty much where the most water flows over the surface. So this might be useful for determining where on your roof structure you would need the most structure and support to support that water flow. So in this case, we can see that those areas where that water is flowing down into that pool area obviously is receiving a lot of that water flow, as well as kind of this gutter area and this area here. So this analysis, this is the kind of entirety of that analysis, is simply saying, this is not the right one. For each one of these, subdivisions of that surface, how many points are on that tile. And that'll give you a rough idea of how much water is going to flow over that tile as well. And you can analyze this, but essentially I'm just kind of counting the points and then assigning them a color based on the relative value. So that's it. Hopefully it'll give you an idea of how to accomplish this task, as well as ideas for how you might take this feature farther and do more types of analysis that are useful for your design. Thanks.